Hi everyone, happy Sunday. How y'all doing? Okay, so I want to make a video today and show you guys, share with you some tips to help you increase the survival of your rabbit babies right from day old, till winning stages and growers and adults. Actually, when they survive your winning stages, then they are good to go. So most beginners that contact me tend to have the challenges of getting their rabbit offsprings to survive. So I decided to make a video today. Basically, when you have a pregnant rabbit, you want to ensure that you know the expected delivery date. That's why it is good that you cross your rabbit, you know, right when you arrive there. You understand? Some people used to leave their female with the male. That is not a bad idea. The only challenge is that few things. Number one, you if the male cross her, you will not know the day she crossed her. You will have to probably wait and depend on when you can palpate the babies and feel the fetus inside of her. And that is for those who know how to palpate. But if you don't know how to palpate, then you are probably going to be on assumption for a long time, which is not the best way to actually deal with this animal. So when you know that your rabbit crossed today, if the crossing was successful today, then you can count and wait for 30 days from tomorrow. So if it was crossed today, from tomorrow you can count the next 30 days. That is when your rabbit should be ready for delivery. And between 12 to 15 days, you can actually palpate your female rabbit to confirm that the fetus have developed and the baby are inside. You understand? So, but I realize that a lot of people don't have good experiences with their nursing mother, the baby survivor, which is an integral part of this business anyway. The rabbits is such a prolific animal. They tend to give birth, to a lot of babies, and also they do so within a very short period of time. So, in 30 days, your pregnant rabbit has delivered. So that makes it possible for rabbit to give birth almost about 4 times in 1 year, right? Yeah. So today, I'm going to be sharing some tips with you to help you um, um, reduce mortality and probably make all the offsprings of your rabbit to actually survive. Now, if you know the rabbit's EDD, let's say maybe your rabbit is supposed to deliver on the 20th of January, then what you want to do is that between 10 and 12th of January, you want to place the nest box there so that she will be used to the nest box, and her instinct will understand that you want her to deliver the babies inside that nest box. So she will be jumping into the nest box periodically, and when it's time to deliver, she will actually deliver inside the nest box. Now, I have had situations whereby people say that their rabbits did not deliver into the nest box. So I'm gonna be addressing all that in this video today. So the first thing is that you want to prepare your nest box for your rabbit at least almost 10 days before the delivery. Some people say they put nest box in 3 days to delivery. That's not a good idea. She needs to get used to the nest box, before she delivers. So once in a while, she will go inside the nest box. Our instinct is understanding that you want her to give birth to the nest box, because normally in the wild, they're going to give birth to their offsprings in a secret place. Sometimes they burrow into the floor and dig a hole and go and give birth there, because they feel that that place is the safest place for their babies to stay, and period to when they're going to come out and grow fur on their body and open their eyes, right? So you want to ensure that you provide the nest box at least 8 to 10 days before the expected delivery day, so that she can be going into the nest box. She will get used to it and she will understand that that is where you want her to deliver. You understand? So that is very important. Also, only place the rabbit that you have palpate and you are sure that the offsprings are inside, you know only place that rabbit inside the nest box. I think I've made videos on how to palpate rabbits, and I might just make another video next time, showing you how to palpate your female pregnant rabbit. You can do this when the pregnancy is between 12 to 15 days. Remember that the gestation period is just 30 days. The pregnancy period is just 30 days. So you want to do it like midway of the pregnancy period. You understand? It will be feelable. So when you place the nest box there, that would help her to, go into the nest box and prepare, for delivery. You understand? You can also put some grasses inside. However, most of the time the female rabbit can decide to eat up the grasses that are inside the nest box, and just, before the delivery day. But most of the time they used to pull their fur. There are times when the female rabbit may also not pull fur. It's not an issue, because if she doesn't pull fur, she might just be weather sensitive. If the weather is too hot, then she will not pull any fur. She will just let it be like that. You understand? Now let me show you an example of a nursing mother here that I placed the nest box inside, and she's currently nursing her babies inside the nest box. So let's see this now. Okay, so this is the mother. The babies are right inside the nest box here. Let me show you. Can you see them? She has 7 kids here, but 7 of them are here. Today is their 10th day. They are 10 days old now. Let me show you. These babies are 10 days old today. Let me bring one of them out so that you can see very well. This is a 10 days old rabbit. This is her first litter, and yeah, it's her first litter, and she was crossed with 2 different males. Yeah, she was crossed with 2 different males. So the babies are 10 days old, and you can see she pulled the fur. She even used some of these this stuff, she teared some of them and used it all together to make a fur. So that is how it is. And also, please take note of how the nest box was built. Take note of how the nest box was built. It has net under net, and the reason is because sometimes they urinate, and if they urinate, the urine can pass down. It doesn't have to stay in the nest and wet the babies, so the urinate and the thing can come down. So it's very important, and at least the spaces are enough for the mother to enter and breastfeed the babies very well, and then she comes out when she's done. So it is very important that you have a good nest box there, and then you can see she has her water and she has her feed inside the feeder, and the water inside the drinker, and the cage is also spacious enough for her. She's still able to move around. So that is how it is. So you need to ensure that you put a good nest box there. I'm gonna show you. There's another one that's currently nursing as well. So I'm gonna show you that one as well. She has a baby as well inside the nest box. Yeah, you can see her babies as well. She has a baby inside the nest box. You can see the nest box. You can see the nest box. So this one didn't remove so much for just a little. Just a little. You can see. So you need to put your nest box there. Your nest box is very, very important. Without your nest box, the tendency of survival is going to be very difficult. This one is also giving birth for the first time. This is the first time of delivering baby. So having a nest box actually helps to increase the survival tendency and chance of your rabbit offsprings. Yes, with a nest box, they would survive more. Now, what do you do in a situation whereby the female did not deliver inside the nest box? There are times when you put the nest box in the cage and then she will deliver in another place. I've had the experience before. So this is what you are going to do. Let us assume that your nest box is here. This side of the cage, your nest box is here. Then she went and delivered here. Do you see that? This is where you place the nest box. Then she now went and delivered here. All the babies are here. She pulled her fur here. This is what you're going to do. You will carry the nest box from this place and bring all the babies and the fur that is here, put it inside the nest box and position the nest box here. Now, don't take the baby from this place and go and put it inside the nest box here. The rabbit will not breastfeed them. Our instincts only knows this location where she has given birth. So the nest box is what you will carry and bring it here. Remove the baby and the fur, put it inside the nest box and place the nest box here. Then she will come inside and breastfeed them. Because like I said, I have had that experience before. And when it happens that way, trust me, your rabbit is not going to breastfeed those babies. She's just going to leave them there. She's just going to be watching them, and she will not attend to them, and they might all die. When the mother does not breastfeed them, especially in the first 3 days, they lose the colostrum, which is very important for their growth altogether. So they might just die. You understand? So in order to avoid that tendency, you know, just ensure that the location where she delivered those baby is the same place where you drop the nest. But I remember about 8 years ago when I just started rabbit farming, I was keeping the rabbits indoors and not even inside the cage. And she gave birth in one particular location that was opposite the nest box. So I brought the babies to that nest box, and for like 3 days thereabout, she didn't breastfeed them. And there were 11 kids. You can imagine 11 kids for 3 days have not eaten. Some of them are already getting very tiny and as though they're going to die, you know. And eventually, I just decided to switch the nest box to the very location where she delivered. And immediately I did that, she rushed into the nest box and started breastfeeding them. I think about 2 were weak, they wouldn't survive. So out of the 11, she was able to nurse 9 successfully. 2 died, but those 9 were successfully nursed. So that was when I realized that the rabbit's instinct will only pick the location where she delivers. So it's if the location is not the same as where you place the nest box, it's fine. You can always go and bring the nest box and put it back in the location where she deliver. What matters is not the location. What matters is that the baby should survive. You understand? And also, you want to ensure that you feed your mother rabbit very well. If your female rabbit is not well fed, then she will not have enough nutrients in her breast milk to help those baby grow well. So you want to ensure that they are well fed so that they can grow very well, because it is what the mother is eating that she will pass down through the breast milk to the babies. So ensure that those babies are well fed. It is very, very important. They must be well fed. The mother must be well fed. There must be clean water and a well balanced feed. You know, if you want to get very good rabbit feed, you can actually get from us. The same thing we use for our rabbits, we sell to our customers. And I just sent some to Lagos State last week, and the same thing to Abuja. So if anywhere you're in Nigeria, you can actually order and get your rabbit feed delivered to you. So you can get good rabbit feed for your rabbits so that they can grow well and they can be able to nourish their baby as well. Now that takes me to the next point, and that is make sure that you use a very good buck to cross your female rabbits. Yes, I always mention in my video that the box should be older than the doe, and that's because of the impact it has on the offspring, the babies that that are coming out. So you want to ensure that you use a very good buck, for crossing, so that it can actually impact positively on the growth rate of the offsprings altogether. So these are the things that you can do to ensure that your rabbits babies survive. Also, there have been situations where people say the rabbit gave birth but she's not breastfeeding the baby. Now, if this happened to a first time mother, it's possible because she has not had the experience of breastfeeding before. So if that should be the case, you can actually help her by placing some of the baby under her breast region. You understand? By the time 1 or 2 babies suck the breast, her instinct will come alive and she'll be able to start breastfeeding them by herself. Yes, it is possible. I've had this kind of experience before, where you can even place the baby inside something like this. Look at this. You can place the baby inside something like this and hold the mother. You can just hold the mother, and then let her stay there for a while. The babies will start breastfeeding. By the time they do that, you do that like 2 to 3 days. There won't be need for you to do that again. The mother will now understand that she's supposed to be breastfeeding the baby, and she'll just go there and breastfeed them by herself. However, some mothers are very good naturally. They don't even need all this stress at all. They will go there and breastfeed by themselves. So these are some of the things that you can do to help your baby rabbit to survive. Also, very important, especially to my customers that are in Kwara State. I think you guys are the one that have more issues on this particular thing I'm about to mention, and that is you guys win your rabbit too early, and then at the end of the day, you start having mortality. I always encourage that you should leave your rabbit with their mother for like 6 to 8 weeks, especially depending on the numbers of the babies. Because when the number is higher, competition is higher. You know, competition is higher. For example, if a mother is nursing, let's say 8 and above babies now, the competition is quite high, and that means they will be competing for breast milk, and so their growth might not be uniform. Some will be very fast growing, some will not be as big as their mates. So in that case, you might just let them stay with the mother for up to 8 weeks, so that even if those that are small are there, they won't be too small as it were. they would also have grown big before you wean them. And also, what you can do is that you can actually wean the bigger ones first at 6 weeks and let the smaller ones stay with their mother till 8 weeks before you wean every one of them. The ideal is this: I have realized that when rabbits take enough time with their mother, when rabbits take enough time with their mother, it increases their survival ratio. You understand? By the time you win them away from their mother, they are big enough, and then they will be able to withstand anything that comes their way. But when you win them too early, I can't imagine somebody winning their baby at 4 weeks. It's too early. It's too early. At least you should wait like 6 weeks. You understand? I know the ideal of trying to win early for some people is that they want the mother to rest on time so that she can cross again. But beyond that crossing again, you have to understand that more importantly is the survival of the previous litter that she just had. Their survival should be of huge priority to you. Their survival should be of priority to you. You should not be in a hurry to. You should not be in a hurry to win them. What about if they don't survive? What about if they don't survive? I always recommend that you should win between 6 weeks to 8 weeks, and or your rabbit should be between 700 gram, as at the time you are winning them, between 700 gram and above. The survival tendency will be higher. When you have rabbit at 700 gram, that is good. That is good. You understand? At least at 700 gram to 1 kg, those rabbits can survive more, and they should attain 700 gram between 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Your rabbit should be at 700 gram on a normal day. You understand? Yeah. So especially if you have good quality rabbit, you should be able to achieve 700 gram in 6 weeks. Maximum 7 weeks, you should have 700 gram of their body weight. You understand? So when they are like that, then they are ready to face the outside world without fear and all. You understand? And also, by the time your rabbit are 5 to 6 weeks, they are still with their mother. You should use anti-coccidiosis drug, because one of the major um, infection of rabbits at those younger age is coccidiosis. Yeah, so at that age, you should actually administer coccidiosis for 3 days. That is when they are still with their mother. Coccidiosis for 3 days is very good. And also, when you wean them and they are no longer with their mother, you should also wean them and administer anti-coccidiosis inside their drug for another 3 days. This is to help boost their immunity against infections of coccidiosis. So that is a major thing that happen to younger rabbits. So when you use the drug, it goes a long way to help them to prevent that. And also, a lot of people have been asking me for solutions for snuffle, a situation whereby your rabbit is coughing. Fluoxetine is very good. There's a rabbit medication called fluoxetine. You can use it for snuffle. So this is fluoxetine. Can you see it? This is what fluoxetine looks like. Sure, you can see it now, right? Yeah, so fluoxetine is very good for antibiotics, and it works very effectively for snuffle. When your rabbit is coughing over and over and over and over again, this is a very good solution. Also, um, Tylosin injection works very effectively to cure snuffle. Yes, Tylosin injection is very effective. But in a situation whereby you cannot inject your rabbit, because some people cannot inject their rabbits, then this is an oral drug. This does not need injection. You can actually use this inside their drinking water, and it will solve the issue of snuffle. So I think I have been able to address the issue of mortality. Then let me say this as well. When you win your rabbits, you want to ensure that you don't give them as much feed when have just been newly weaned, because winners have one issue, and that is they overfeed themselves. So, and that can lead to bloat. It can lead to a lot of issues. So you want to ensure that you give them what they can finish maybe in the next 1 hour. So you can feed them in the morning and feed them in the evening. You understand? At least by the time they are getting close to 12 weeks, then they won't be eating that like that much anymore. They will just eat what they need and they are good, because by 10 weeks, 11 weeks, 12 weeks, they are already growers. You understand? So that means they are 3 months old by that time. So you want to ensure that by that time, before that time rather, you want to give them a controlled quantity of feed so that they don't waste it or even eat more than what they need, which can lead to bloating, a situation of indigestion that can actually lead to their mortality. So That is that about that. Also, I don't encourage you feeding grasses to your winner rabbits until they are 10 weeks. Yes, at 10 weeks old, their immunity is stronger, so they'll be able to withstand it. Most of the time, even coccidiosis tends to be more rampant among winners that are feed on green leaves. Yes, if you feed your winners more on green leaf, they will be susceptible to coccidiosis. So, but when you allow them to attend like 10 weeks, 11 weeks before you start giving them grasses, then they are good to go. So that is what that about that. Also, especially when it is raining season and everywhere is quite wet, the level of humidity is high because of continuous rainfall. I would advise that when you want to give your rabbit grasses, you harvest them yesterday, leave them, let them wilt till today, then you can give it to them. But in the dry season like this, you can actually harvest and give them immediately. It doesn't have any issue. But when it is rainy season and the weather is quite humid a lot, because of continuous rainfall, you want the grass to wilt a little before you give them, so as to enhance their survival, especially because of their gastrointestinal issues. You understand? So you don't want them to get any digestion or indigestion issue that can actually lead to mortality. All right, so that's what I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for everyone who has been giving us the feedback, both from Nigeria and outside the country. We appreciate your feedback. I'm glad that the channel is gaining visibility and our video is actually helping a lot of people from all across the world. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely weekend.